So if you're a community manager, this is really helpful for you, but it's also helpful for the player because they're going to see the content only relevant to them. I've just hopped in the Warframe Discord, and at the top of it, it says you're currently in preview mode. Join this server to start chatting. So I guess it's going to run me through that onboarding. So I click join server. Before you can talk here, you'll need to complete the required steps below to agree to the rules. I'm not going to read them all out, but this is pretty standard stuff. Most people are probably not going to read it. They're going to click I agree and next. But I think it's important to have that because you can hold people accountable to those rules, whether they read it or not. Okay, well, that was it. That was just agree to the rules. So there was no actual onboarding or like role selection. Okay, maybe I'll start at the first channel. Rules and info. See? I'm being already like a low attention span gamer, which is what you have to account for. So if I go into rules and info, that it does like explain some roles are. It's interesting, they have like one called Tenno Scholar, which is a well-read Tenno able to answer questions and teach Warframe's lore. So I imagine this is like a super fan that they've given the title to. And I see a lot of channels here that are like no access. So it's like general discussion and stuff. And I realize I don't have a lot of channels available. It's really not immediately obvious to me, like how do I unlock these channels? How do I do that? It's a manual verification. You have joined the PC group. Is that for me or someone else? I have no idea what's going on. How do I join this server? I thought I already did. I see people doing like exclamation mark join and then PC. Let's see what happens if I do that. Okay, I did exclamation mark join PC, but I don't feel like there was anywhere telling me to do this. So that's super unobvious. Oh, now I see joinable roles, so platforms. So I can now click onto these roles. That's good because this already also works as like a type of segmentation. So if you're a community manager, this is really helpful for you, but it's also helpful for the player because they're going to see the content only relevant to them. Which is like, we looked at a server another time where there was just loads of channels, and yeah, they shouldn't be immediately available to everyone. It's also asking me to select regions, which is nice. So if I select, all right, cool. I've selected Europe, I've selected PC, and I can also join some optional channels and then I can see as I scroll down, I now have a lot more channels available to me. So I have voice channels, there are looking for group channels. I say like the idea behind the onboarding is good. Like they have all this stuff to separate all the channels out. And when you join, there's only a very limited amount of channels, but it wasn't obvious to me how to do that. And I would worry that if you have someone that's maybe new to Discord or hasn't been in a server like this, because I know a lot of people, they'll just have Discord to have a small server with their friends and they won't have like an onboarding in those servers. You just join and you talk to your friends and you go into voice channels. That maybe it's too confusing and you wouldn't know what to do. So yeah, I think that's one place to improve. The rest is all like good idea and good execution in those things, but yeah, I would make it more obvious to find it.